What's good? What's good? Salute everybody tuned in. Much appreciate everybody tuning in, as well as anybody that's will be checking out this video later, as we are very late on the East Coast. But shout out to everybody that's still up and rocking with us. Truly appreciate you guys, and truly appreciate the continued support. What can I say? Once again, another clean sheet. This makes it 4 consecutive days in a row of rocking these games out and correctly predicting these scripted sports outcomes as they continue to reveal themselves how fraudulent that they are. And for anybody new here that's not familiar with the system that we use gematria, which is a number system that is directly synchronized with the English language and the English alphabet. So for example, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, and so on and so forth. And it does get a little bit more complex than that. However, in these videos, we do break it down and we do show excellent examples on how not only the NBA, but MLB, as well as NFL and college basketball, as well as UFC, NHL, an array of other sports do script their televised events and their games by this number system. So shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. Like I said, once again, appreciate you guys on a late night, and definitely appreciate a perfect day. Whenever that does happen, you definitely got to salute to the to the content, to the work, and just to the system as it continues to work, not with us but for us, and benefiting us both financially and morally, as we continue to open people's eyes up on a daily basis on how exactly these games are definitely not realistic. So if you in here, click that like button. Definitely appreciate it. So we'll get right into it. We'll quickly summarize these games, as we're well aware of the type of people that do continue to watch this. So we will be summarizing the plays. But we'll get into like the first play of the day, one of the early games, and it definitely was an easy one. But we'll definitely get into it. If you're in here, click that like button. Definitely appreciate you. So let's get this started. So the first play of the day, first recommended play of the day was the New York Yankees to defeat the Cleveland Indians. Now, this one was definitely on the surface. There was a lot of surface things here, but, for anybody that does use gematria, we'll just go through a couple of things quickly, and we'll show exactly why this game ended up the way that it ended up. So, quickly, as you guys can see, Cleveland, with a loss, because the loss did register in their record, with the loss, they became 4-3 at home today. Now, why that's very important is because Indians equals 43 and single reduction. Now 43 is very important because it definitely connects with the New York Yankees as well, which is their opponent. So as you guys can see, New York Yankees equals 191, the 43rd prime number. So you have a 43 connection right there. The Cleveland with the loss became 4-3 at home, like 43, and the New York Yankees equals 191, the 43rd prime. So a pretty obvious team for them to become 4-3 against, when both of these teams have a 43 synchronicity. Not just that, they also do play tomorrow, and tomorrow is a 14-date numerology. So 43 is the 14 prime number, and very easy to predict that Cleveland Indians were going into tomorrow 4-3 at home. As you guys saw, Indians equals 43, New York Yankees equals 191, the 43rd prime, 43 being the 14 prime number, and tomorrow being a 14-date numerology. So salute to everybody that jumped on top of this game. The New York Yankees were plus money. This was one of the first underdogs. They were about plus 105, plus 110, depending on when you jumped on them. And as well as the New York Yankees did trail in that game early. They went down 3-0 early in that game. And salute to all my sharks that responsibly attacked that money line price of over plus 300, plus $350 for a New York Yankees comeback. So salute to you guys, all my veterans and my sharks. You guys know who you are. Continue to attack these games responsibly and exactly like a business. And shout out everyone who ordinarily just attacked this games with the Yankees money line price of a plus 110, which was definitely good enough, regardless. So shout out to everybody that was on top of that play. That was one of the first early ones. I believe the game started at around 6 o'clock or something like that. Yeah, 6:10. So easy win. Started off the day very easily, but let's get into the next one. If you're in here, like I said, man, click that like button. We put in a lot of work. Definitely appreciate you guys. And on a daily basis, we're decoding these games and we're taking what these leagues are giving us. For those of you not familiar with the way in which I decode and the way in which I produce my content, I do not force a play. At no point in time do I force plays in a specific league or a specific sport. If I decode the games and I act accordingly. I do not force a play specifically in one sport or the other. We are successfully continuing to attack these games and produce consistent results. So for those of you that don't understand that, I'm sorry that you don't understand that, but that's the way in which we attack these games very responsibly, and we definitely never ever force a play. So salute to everybody that attacked the Yankee game. But one of the earlier plays of the day, which was another easy one. This was another underdog. Today was underdog day. 3 underdogs we hit today. So shout out to everybody that was on top of these underdogs, because today was definitely an underdog day. So the next game that we attacked was one of the earlier games. This one was about a plus 120, plus 115 money line price. For those of you not familiar with what game I'm talking about, we're talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates defeating the Detroit Tigers in Detroit. So, cosmetically and on the surface, one of the first things that we saw, a very big indicator, was the Pittsburgh Pirates with a win today. Like you guys can see in their record, they became 9-10, like 91. Because 9-10 in numerology, 0 has no value, so that looks very much like a 91. And they are playing a Detroit team where Detroit equals 91 in English ordinal. So the perfect actual day to become 9-10 like 91 against a team that equals 91, which is the 13th triangular number, and today being a 13-date numerology. How you get to the 13-date numerology? You just add up the days as a single digit. The month, 4 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. Then you add up the year, plus 2 is 10, plus 0 is still 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 1 is a 13-date numerology. 91 being the 13th triangular number. The perfect day to become 9-10 versus a team that equals 91 in English ordinal. So another underdog, plus 120, plus 115, depending on when you jumped on this game. So salute to all my sharks that continue to attack these advantageous not only positions but prices as well. So you guys know who you are. Salute to you, and you guys continue to thrive. I receive the messages every single day on people who are changing their lives. They're padding their bank account. They're building up their portfolio. They're receiving residual income when they definitely need it. During these pandemic times, or like we love to say over here, these plandemic times, and definitely amazing. So that's back-to-back underdogs right there. So shout out to everybody that was on top of that play as well. And we'll get into the next play, which was the main play of the day. This one was sent out to pretty much everybody specifically, and this one was the moneymaker tonight. So this was a triple underdog day. But and definitely whenever those type of days happen, you definitely want to salute and appreciate that, because that doesn't happen every day of hitting 3 underdogs. But especially being the clean sheet and having 4 consecutive nights of perfect plays. But the biggest underdog of the night that we hit today was, for anybody not familiar, the Seattle Mariners defeating the Boston Red Sox in Boston at Fenway Park. Now, salute to everybody that jumped on this money line price of plus 170, plus 165 prior to the game. But if you did not, salute to all my veterans and my sharks that definitely attacked us, because there was a lot of symbolic numbers that we isolated that definitely pointed to a Seattle Mariners money line victory tonight. But Seattle went down multiple times in this game, as definitely as early as 2-0, which provided a plus 350 money line price for the comeback victory. And as you guys can see, they definitely took care of business and were able to do that. Seattle on paper definitely doesn't have one of the strongest teams, but this is exactly why we continue to show you guys that has nothing to do with the people on the field, the people that are playing. It is all based off of this number system. And I'll get into it right now. But if you're in here, click that like button, show some love. The Cash App is right up there. Anybody want to show us love? And if you're not in tune, you definitely need to get in tune with what we're doing. People are learning this stuff every single day. They're learning new and new ways to to continue to attack these elite, and not being one of the many sheep that continue to fall asleep and pretend that these actual sports are legit. So salute to everybody that's recently waking up and understanding exactly what they're doing with professional sports, which is another major distraction, and that's exactly what it's always been from the very beginning. So the Seattle Mariners plus 170 prior to the game, as well as plus 350 during the game live bet. Salute to all my sharks. I will be reaching back out to you guys, and I definitely will be reposting some of the messages I received. A lot of you people were definitely happy with the opportunity that presented itself during the game, especially with the pitcher for the Boston Red Sox actually carried a no-hitter all the way up until the 5th inning. So it was looking very bad for Seattle. They didn't even have a hit on the board, and you see how this plays out. So let's get into it. Some of the things we saw right on the top, and we will be summarizing these plays because we're not going to be completely giving away the sauce. We definitely won't do that. But so for the Seattle Mariners, right there on the surface was the 12-7, right? So Boston came into this game 12-7 on the season, and the Seattle Mariners were 11-7 on the season. So obviously Boston already 12-7 made us pay attention to that 127. And as you can see, the Seattle Mariners with the win today, they became 12-7, like 127. Now the importance of 127 is the 31st prime number. 31, and we speak about numbers and their relationships all the time. Prime numbers, for those of you not familiar with prime numbers, are numbers that can only be divided by themselves and the number 1. Very special. Okay, so 127 is the 31st prime number, and Boston equaling 31 in single reduction, as you guys can see. Let me show you real quick. Boston 31 single reduction, as well as the Red Sox equaling 31 in full reduction, which is the purest cipher. So 31, a very important number with this team. And the Seattle Mariners with a victory today became 12-7, like 127, the 31st prime, against the team equaling 31, and today being a 31 date numerology. Not by accident. And I tell you guys, the 31 date numerology is easy. You do 4 plus 22, that's 26. Then you do plus 2 is 28. Plus 0 is still 28. Plus 2 is 30. Plus 1 is making today a 31 date numerology. So having everything to do about 31, then becoming 12-7, like 127 to 31st prime against the 31 team. Money in the bank. So salute to everybody that attacked this game and was able to be on the correct side of these outcomes all throughout today. Today was a very wonderful underdog day. Multiple underdogs. Salute to everybody that used the notes, read the decode properly, and was able to get on the right side of these games, especially with the recommended plays of the Seattle Mariners to defeat the Red Sox, as well as the Pittsburgh Pirates to defeat the Detroit Tigers, as well as the New York Yankees to defeat the Cleveland Indians. Now, so for everybody that was able to take advantage of those games, let's quickly look at what a parlay would be paying for those 3 games. Three underdogs. You know, you always gotta appreciate when that type of stuff happens. Very, very rare. Well, you know, it happens, but it's definitely a nice occasion when it does happen. So let's figure it out. So we got a plus 170, then we got a plus 120, then we got a plus 110. So for everybody that took those 3 games and bet $100 on a parlay, they were able to get almost 11.5 to 1 on their money. $100 parlay with those 3 games paid out $1,147.40. So salute to everybody that was able to 10x their money today on these you know, multiple underdog plays that would definitely give it out. So salute to the sharks, the veterans, and people that continue to use this knowledge the correct way to not only benefit yourself, but put yourself in a better financial position, put yourself in a more positive position, and a position to be helping other people, which is exactly what we aim to do, and we continue to do on a daily basis. You know, you're not gonna satisfy everybody, but for the people that genuinely support you and the people that genuinely are paying attention to the movement and what we've been doing and the content we've been putting out, I appreciate those people, and you guys know who you are. So salute to you. Definitely, you know, another amazing night, another amazing bunch of plays with the supporting numbers and the decode to prove it and to follow it. So it's always lit when it happens like that. But so not only besides the 127 with the Seattle Mariners, obviously right on the board. You know, this isn't rocket science. The Boston Red Sox became 6-7 at home. Today being a 67 date numerology, right? Pretty obvious. 67, 67. You get the date numerology by adding the day plus the month. 22 plus 4 is 26. Then you add the year. 26 plus 20 is 46. Plus 21 is a 67 date numerology. 67 being the 19th prime. And then as you guys can see, that is a number that follows Seattle. Seattle equaling 19 in the purest cipher. So one of the marquee teams to become 6-7 at home, like 67 to 19 prime, on a 67 date numerology, where Seattle equals 19 in the purest cipher. So once again, salute to everybody that's supporting us. Salute to everybody that's using this work and gaining knowledge. Everybody that's reposting, that's sharing the work, that's producing exactly some of the things that, you know, like-minded content, and genuinely vibing with the work and supporting the work, promoting the work, sharing the work, you know, and just leaving the negativity for somewhere else. This is not somewhere where negativity lives. We're going to continue to clean this community up and get the bozos out of here. They know exactly who they are. And, you know, like I say all the time, for us, Gematria at its finest, easy as 1, 2, 3. Another amazing night. So salute to you. If you're not already in tune, you need to get in tune. Click the link below, join up, and see exactly what we're doing, and you know, be a part of something powerful. So salute to you guys. Have a good night. East Coast, West Coast. Really, really appreciate you guys rocking with us. And you know, like we always do on the way in and the way out, we're gonna hit that intro music, hit that like button, get them likes up. And once the video is posted, come back, drop a positive comment, let us know exactly how you were able to take advantage of it or whatever the case. And definitely, once again, salute to all the real, genuine people. Support those who support you, and always be on positive vibes. So definitely salute to you guys, man. On that note, we up out of here. Salute.